All right, let's call the City of Milton Common Council to order Tuesday, December 5th at 6 p.m. And can I get confirmation of appropriate meeting notice?
The meeting notice was posted at Milton City Hall, Milton Piggly Wiggly, and Hometown Ace Hardware.
Thank you. And is there a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? We have an agenda, our Pledge of Allegiance. How about Bill? Approval or public comments regarding items which can be affected by council action. Kelsey, do we have anybody signed up?
No, there's nobody signed in tonight.
All right. We'll move on to approval of the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? That motion carries. Discussion and possible action regarding the request from the Gathering Place for appointment of successor agent on the 2023-24 liquor license.
The agent that had been appointed or that was approved by the board this year is no longer with the Gathering Place. The executive director, Matt Kenzira, is set up to be the new agent, and the police department has conducted a satisfactory background check on him.
Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the 2023-24 liquor license for the Gathering Place with the new agent.
All those in favor say aye. Anyone opposed? That motion carries. Discussion and possible action regarding resolution 2023-22, accepting dedication of improvements of phase 1 improvements, J.S. Chisholm Land LLC.
This item is to accept the improvements for the Red Hawk Farms Second Edition development. As you'll see in the resolution, they've completed the work through the first lift of asphalt, including the sanitary sewer water distribution system and storm surface water drainage and storm sewer. Baxter Woodman has completed a review of the project status. They had a few punch list items that have been completed. So the first item here is the acceptance, and then the second item is reduction in the letter of credit to a value of the outstanding work plus 10%, which is allowed by the developers agreement.
Is there a motion or any questions or comments?
Make a motion to approve resolution 2023-22.
There's a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Anyone opposed? That motion carries. Discussion and possible action regarding resolution 2023-23, authorizing a reduction of letter of credit for phase 1 improvements.
I would move approval of resolution 2023-23,
Second.
authorizing the reduction of letter of credit.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? That motion carries. Discussion and possible action regarding Ignitec contract for city phone services.
Ignitec is currently our IT partner. We have expired our current contract with Dynamax. Staff feels that it'd be best if we work together, having our IT partner offer our phone system as well. It's expected there'll be less downtime. Ignitec service has been exceptional, and especially in emergency situations. Fiscal impact, the quote includes a $2,100 install amount, and that can be absorbed in the 2023 budget.
Any questions or comments?
I had a question. Now, currently, we've got Public Works on our city phones too. And then in the information that I was reading, it was more about the addition of the library phone. So will we still have Public Works also?
No, they'll be sending telegrams.
Yeah, yes, they'll be included. They were already under our contract, so they didn't treat it as anything separate. They included them under ours already. So, yes, they'll.
Any other questions or comments?
I'll make a motion to approve the quote from Ingotech to provide telephone services.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Anyone opposed? That motion carries. Discussion and possible action regarding addendum to Musser appraisal contract for full review.
Well, the city of Milton's assessment ratio has dropped to 77% since our last full reevaluation back in 2021. While not required by the Department of Revenue for 2 more years, staff recommends completing reevaluation in 2024. The benefit in completing that in 2024 will be a lower increased assessment compared to with waiting until 2025. The contract by Musser Appraisal provides that we can pay half that cost in 2024 and 2025. The funds would come from 2023 budget for the 2024 expense, and then be built in next year in the 2025 budget.
Questions or comments?
Did we have any complaints from Musser in the past?
I'm not aware of any outstanding that I've seen, so.
We actually did, we switched appraisers to Musser because of previous complaints. And that's all I can tell you. Your mic.
I think that Musser did the same thing the last time around, split in 2 years for us. My recollection is they've been pretty flexible and pretty good as far as being responsive to the city. And, you know, there are going to be complaints, but they show up a different kind of complaint.
Any other questions or comments or a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the appraisal contract with Musser. Do you want me to say this with the breakdown of,
Yes.
okay, with, I don't think I have that. With part of the payment in 2023 and the other half in 2024.
Second.
Well, it's actually half will be paid in 2024 and half will be paid in 2025.
That's what you meant.
I'd like to correct my motion.
Would the second like to do that too?
Perfect. Yep.
Questions? All those in favor say aye. Anyone opposed? All right, that motion carries. Discussion and possible action regarding appointment of election officials for 2024 and 2025.
In odd years, the city council is required to nominate election officials. Clerk Salvo has presented a list for you. Parties are allowed to submit nominations, and those names are included on the list for your approval.
Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve the election officials listed above for the election cycle 2024, January 2024 to December 2025.
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Anyone opposed? That motion carries. Discussion and possible actions regarding committee and commission appointments. We have a vacancy on Public Works Committee, and I've submitted Andrew Rice to be put on the Public Works Committee.
I'll make a motion to approve the appointment of Andrew Rice to the Public Works Commission.
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Anyone opposed? That motion carries. Discussion and possible action regarding a work order from Baxter and Woodman for general engineering consulting services.
It's done similar to previous years. This is a work order, an annual contract with Baxter and Woodman to perform miscellaneous engineering services for the city. Generally, it's work where staff doesn't have the expertise or the time to complete the work, and is on an as-needed basis. Baxter and Woodman bills for the actual work time performed, plus any out-of-pocket expenses. And the work is funded by accounts related to the engineering they're performing. So
Any questions or comments, or is there a motion?
I would move that we approve the work order from Baxter and Woodman for general engineering consulting services.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? The motion carries. Okay, I just need to slow things down a little bit. Discussion and action regarding a work order from Baxter and Woodman Incorporated for development assistance engineering services.
So again, this is similar to previous years. It's an annual work order that we use for work related to mostly private developments in the city. They'll help, Baxter Woodman will help with plan review services, some site design, utility improvements, other infrastructure that's built or designed as part of a development. Usually there's a TIF development agreement or a development agreement in place for these projects, and the work is most often funded by the developer, reimbursed through those agreements.
I'll make a motion to approve the work order for the 2023 Development Assistance Engineering and Construction Services.
Second.
2024.
Oh, I said 2023 in the memo, so. Then that's 2024.
Yes, it does say 2023. That was a question.
Is there a second?
I'll second the 24.
All those in favor say aye. Anyone opposed? All right, that motion carries. Committee reports. So I know there were committee meetings. I saw them on the agendas. So don't go all at once, but you know, we can't leave
So
without
we did,
committee
Parks and Rec,
reports.
we met, and then we talked about a lot of good things, but no motions. We're gonna put a flagpole down just off Merchant Row in that little grassy area.
How'd you do that without any motions?
Pretty. Yeah, that might have been a motion there. But, and then we're working on some advertising for the ballparks outfield, some signage that we're gonna look into to help some of the repairs of the outfields, but that was pretty much it.
All right, anything else? Who's on the library committee? Linda, did you not go? So no. Historic preservation?
Did not meet.
All right. Okay. So Chief Saxey is doing shop with a cop, but I assured him he would have plenty of time to arrive late to the meeting. So, like, we'll do the team building, we'll do a little meditation, then we'll come back and do staff reports. Eric said he can stay till 6:45, so thanks for the encouragement. Ashley, do you want to talk about the library? This
Sure.
year, next year's plans, all of it.
Sure, always like to talk about the library. We had a very successful pre-parade party on Saturday before Milton's first, and hopefully first of many lighted Christmas parades. We estimate about 150 people came to our pre-parade party. And it was amazing just to see Story Gardens in use. All that planning that we started talking about Story Gardens back in 2017. So to see it being used like this was just amazing. So really fun. And the library board approved last night a new policy that we are going to be going completely fine-free in 2024. So very excited for that.
Very nice. Mark, did you want to add anything?
I don't have much to add tonight.
Well, Kelsey has done the majority of the speaking, so did you just want to add a couple more comments?
Just working on tax bills. They're due out, postmarked by the 18th. We'll have them out before then. So working through that. That's it.
Great. Paul, are you going to be the star for us?
I've been meeting with many members of the community, many developers within the community, and just trying to continue to make those good connections to help continue the city move forward.
Nice. Very nice. All right, so you all were sent a team building hint to give you plenty of time to think. So, whoever wants to go first.
Cheddar.
Pepper jack.
No repeats.
Pepper jack.
I'll do medium cheddar so you can do.
Sharp cheddar. Totally different. Totally different.
Mild cheddar.
You guys are so boring.
I'm gonna go cheddar, but cheddar cranberry. With the cranberries inside it.
Oh, that is a thing. No,
Oh, absolutely.
it's not it's not two cheeses. It's a cheese with a spice like pepper jack.
So fruit cheese.
That's
Yeah,
cheese.
I mean you should have asked questions if you weren't clear.
Smoked Gouda.
Oh, fancy.
They like
Gouda.
Munster cheese.
What'd you say?
Munster.
Oh,
cheese.
Munster is a good one.
I'm going with Munster too, and I like it was between Munster slow cooked.
You can't
I don't think that's.
You make the rules and
Okay,
they
all right,
break them?
okay. Farmer's cheese. It was between Farmer's cheese and Munster, so I'll go with Farmer's.
I'll be super specific. Boar's Head has an Italian herb crusted mozzarella that's amazing anyway you have it. So
That sounds good.
That does sound fabulous.
I'll go with curd.
Cheese curds?
Yellow, of course.
I wish I had this question yesterday, so I had more time to prepare for it.
Okay, did I not
So I got
send
it
you?
this morning,
Oh,
but I didn't have a lot of time to put a lot of thought into it.
this is the most time I've ever given.
I'm gonna go with Gouda, and then cottage cheese for my follow-up. Second.
Okay. Do you have a question about the cottage cheese? Do you have a follow-up question?
That's why it was a follow-up. The primary is Gouda. Gouda.
You're gonna have to move cottage cheese up then. She did. She challenged Munster. I had to change to Farmer.
I would still eat that on the pizza.
Okay.
I like it.
Going with a
Okay. Next question is going to be like, how many years does cheddar need to be aged? Mark and Mark are still deciding their cheeses. Where did you go? I didn't even hear. I can't remember what you said. Pepper jack. Oh, that's right. Went in and out of my brain so fast.
Well, as I recall the question or direction, it was if you had one cheese and that's it for the rest of your life and it would go on everything, what would you have? And so, well, that eliminates anything with any real flavor on it because that you can't put that on everything because it just wouldn't work with everything and you get really tired of it really fast. So what would it be? And you know, I put a lot of thought into this too, obviously. So the one
We have
thing.
25 more minutes, so keep going, please.
All right. Well, and you don't think an attorney can do that, do you?
I want you to do it. I want you to do it.
Okay. So, what would one cheese that would go with pretty much anything, but it wouldn't overwhelm anything? So, what it hit me well? Velveeta.
Is that really cheap?
It does say Velveeta cheese on it, and so
it
far
says cheese product.
I did not say it couldn't be processed. I didn't say it couldn't be a product. So I thought, where I thought you were going with it is that like only certain cheeses would last that long, like a hard aged cheese, because the rest would get moldy maybe. But that's not where you're going with that.
Well, I think Velveeta lasts forever.
Velveeta does.
I don't think you
open
can
the
spoil
package
it,
and
you
you can
know.
put it back in the cupboard and it doesn't mold. Be asking for everybody's cholesterol numbers next time. All right, so we did committee reports, staff reports, team building.
Did you want to do staff or chief?
Oh, chief. We should go back.
Yeah, staff report. My tardiness was we were doing the Shop with the Cop event at Walmart down in Janesville, so I was just wrapping up as the last kids were unfortunately having their gifts wrapped by me, so they'll probably fail before Christmas comes. But then the other event that we have coming up was we're assisting Janesville PD with their Shop with the Cop event on Thursday at Farm and Fleet. And then otherwise the only real event that popped up was the Christmas parade or holiday parade, and that went pretty well from the staff perspective. So I haven't really heard any other feedback from community members or city officials, but I thought that went well. Other than that, there hasn't been too much activity at the police department as of late.
Well, if it starts up, we'll know who to blame.
Yeah, the guy that shows up late.
They knew. I excused you already.
Okay, that's good.
And if you do a really good job, when you retire, you get to be the parade marshal.
Oh, that was one of my new life goals now is the Grand Marshal.
It's a bucket list now. All right, our next meeting date is December 19th. And Eric just said he's bringing cake and ice cream and Candyland. And is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right, we're adjourned. Do you know why we're having a meeting, Eric, December 19th?
My plan review, right? Sorry, folks.
Is that the only reason?
Well, you should run it up.
Well, that was fast.
That was quick.
Your bike's still on, Bill.